All right, I am back from my morning errands. Good news is blood work is good. I went and got all my cholesterol checked today. I'm a little on the high end of overall cholesterol, but not above where I'm at, where I could be. So I'm not like over, and my triglycerides are like kind of in the middle for my age range. So we're good on that. So I just wanted to get some blood check work done and see that. It's been a few years since I'd gotten that done, and we were walking by the clinic the other day. And I was like, "Hey, I should stop in and get my lab work done." And they were like, "Yeah, you could do it tomorrow." All right, we're gonna check out Windrose this morning. Um, Previously, this game was called something else, and I can't remember. But we watched footage last year, I think, of this game, and then they did a whole big old brand change and changed the name of their entire product. And originally, it was going to be like a big PvP and PvE game, and then they have since turned it into a PvE crafting survival game. Crosswind, yeah, it used to be called Crosswind. So last year there was a playable demo called Crosswind. This year it's out under the new brand name called Windrose. I did not play the previous demo. I watched other people play it. I was too busy at the time that it was available. Um, so we're going to be checking this out today. I don't know if it has controller support, honestly. It kind of looks like it might, but it doesn't have controller UI, at least not in this section. It also doesn't appear to have any configurable options that I can see. Like as soon as I loaded up the demo, it put me straight on this screen. I don't have any options I can choose to like set the resolution or anything like that. So we're being forced to do a character creation before we do anything. Dude, I hate doing blood work in the morning because you don't get to eat. So I finally got to come home and eat and have my coffee, and I was going to take a nap, but then I was like, you know what? I'm going to go play this for a little bit and see what there is to see, and then we'll go from there. All right, so somebody said it does. I don't know what you mean by it does. It has configuration or it has controller support. Either way, let me get the other mouse and keyboard over here, since it looks like we have to do this initial part with the mouse and keyboard. And then let me make sure that we're over here. We're live. We're live. We're good on Twitch. We're good on YouTube. We're good on Kick. We're good on TikTok. All right. Looks like we have some. It does have. Yeah, I've seen limited controller support. I don't see a controller UI. I see the ability to move the mouse cursor around with the thumb pad with the Xbox controller. So we'll see how this goes. I am going to use just the mouse and keyboard for this part really quick, just to get into the actual game here. I'm also genuinely interested if I can customize. Dude, that guy right there, I think, is going to be what I go with. Dude, that's one scrawny. Can I turn? Yeah. Skin details. I'm okay with that. Age, option 2, option 3. Well, I think we're okay with option 2. Head. This one freaky looking mofo, and I'm down for that. Eye color, let's do blue. I'm gonna leave everything alone. I think he looks freaky and nasty, which is awesome. And my hair is just about the same amount of thinning on top. I don't quite have the mullet that he does, but I'm just about the same thinning on top, so that looks pretty representative of what I've got going on. Yeah. His nose is a bit big, though. Can I change his nose? It doesn't look like I'm making it any thinner. Tattoos. He has more tattoos than I would. That's a lot of tattoos. Maybe he's got a back tattoo. Nothing on the chest, though. Yeah, back tat. Arm tats. Oops, that's right shoulder. My bad. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. No. Back. I want the giant squid. That's fucking dope. Alright, I'm okay with that. Right forearm. It doesn't look like right forearm can be changed at the moment, or it's bugged. It's not showing me the actual options. Yeah, he's seen the horrors of the world. He has indeed. Eyeliner. I don't need any eyeliner. I'm fine with the lips. Renfail. Oh, finally I can get to the settings. All right, guys, there's probably going to be some weirdness going on. Oh, they totally got a controller tab. All right, that's really good. All right, first let's go over here. Oh, it already put it in 4K. Perfect. Can I go full screen without screwing something up? Apply. Should be good. All right. Audio. Default is that. Okay. It looks all good. Let's just do epic across the board and see how my 4080 handles it. We'll leave the motion blur on for now and see what it feels like after I get a chance to play a little bit. Controller! Does it see? I don't have like a controller UI. So that's going to be interesting. And it's like grayed out. I wonder why the controller options are grayed out. Huh. I mean, everything seems to work on the controller. Like the B button is going back. And everything. But it's definitely not... Oh, you know what? I wonder if I need to go to Steam and tell it to not use the overlay. Because I'm hitting B, and what it's doing is it's cycling through the top. It's not actually backing out of the menu. And I wonder if there's a Steam overlay. Hang on, we're going to go check something really quick. Windowed full screen, apply. Steam. Disable Steam input and see what happens. Unless it's actually using... Oh, no wonder that's cranked up so high. Let's try that again. And that's way too slow. Whatever it was at was way too high. That's better. 100% feels good. However, I am curious if what happens if I turn this off. Yeah, see, now we lose all control. So, yeah, the controller stuff is weird. I'm thinking they don't have full controller. Oh, and then we lost the, all right, whatever. We'll get into the game and see what it looks like in game. Yeah, pirate games are always fun. Okay. Welcome to the Windrose demo. This demo version was created so you can get acquainted with the game's world, its atmosphere, and the first mechanics. The content here is limited, and some elements will still be refined and changed as the project develops. If you enjoyed it, we'd love to hear your feedback. It truly helps us move the right direction. This is only the beginning of our journey. Many discoveries lie ahead. Add Windrose to your wish list, which we have already done. Drop by our Discord, which I need to do, and we'll go from there. All right. Play. Solo offline, please. I do not give a shit about playing with other people. Ooh. Oh, cool. So there's already... Oh, me too, D. Martin. Me too. The coolest thing about this was them taking the game last year when it was Crosswind, doing the test and realizing that no one wanted PvPvE. What they wanted was a PvE co-op or single player, Enshrouded, Valheim, right? They wanted that journey of I want to play the game solo or I want to go play with friends, but I don't want to do PvP. That was a great thing for them to do. It was really cool to see a company actually take feedback into account, go away from that first testing experience and say, you know what, we're going to go back to square one and revamp everything in terms of we're no longer going to have any PvP in the game. We're going to bring it into PvE, focus on the single player mission and that co-op gameplay experience and just focus in on that. It was great pivot. So there are 4 difficulties. You have Captain's Choice, which is hard, Storm's Edge hard, High Seas easy. I'm going to go Calm Waters because I want easy while I learn how to play the game. And then we're going to call the name of the world Renfail Test. Oh, I am so sick of PvP. All right, confirm. The year of 17XX, the seas tremble with the roar of cannons and turn red from blood. Edward Teach, also known as Blackbeard, proclaims himself king of the pirates of the West Indies. Rumors are spreading that he struck a bargain with the devil himself and commands the dead. After crushing the British fleet, Teach turns his forces towards Tortuga, the last bastion of freedom and independence in the Caribbean. Sorry. Not looking for trouble, and with a couple of other poor souls in tow, you try to slip your fast ship through the blockade ring. But just a few days later, you wake up in your cabin and realize you are under attack. Okay, that controller doesn't work at all there. Yes, we're trying Windrose. Yep. You wake up on the cabin floor to the clash of sabers. Your head is pounding and your vision swims. Check the back of your head. There's a big lump. The last thing you remember is the deck lurching under your feet as cannonballs hit the hull. Damn, your ship is under attack. You need to get out of the cabin and see what's going on. All right, let me. It's really I'm gonna Google something here real quick. Hey guys, hang on a second. They have a Steam post from last March. I'm trying to figure out if they have actual controller support, because I see it listed, but it doesn't appear that it's truly working. Just double checking because I hate playing mouse and keyboard, and I know the controller is working for some things. Yes, the controller input is not, it's not registering, even though technically if you go to the options, we supposedly have a controller, but it's all grayed out. So I'm wondering if for some reason they've got it disabled. Do they have a patch note? They probably do. Let me go see what the patch notes say. Before I go any further, I just want to make sure. About the demo, it features the first 3 islands, early quest, your first ship, core gameplay systems, co-op gameplay if you want it. No known Steam Deck compatibility. We'll see if there's any discussions in the Steam page. I'm assuming that's the case, Red Hulk, but I'm double checking. Because I don't see anything that specifically says the controller won't work. Yeah, it looks like there's a whole bunch of posts on their Steam page talking about how they removed controller. They at one point had controller support listed and removed it from their page just shortly before the demo went live. So it looks like they do have controller support planned, but it looks like they pulled it out for the demo for some odd reason. Probably because there was still some weirdness, which we're seeing the weirdness of. So back this out of here. I don't know if there's a way to like... Yep. That draws your sword. So that's a block. So there is some controller support. We're going to see if we can't make this work. It says cut your way out of your cabin. One thing I could tell you I'm already not a fan of is it's... You know how some games you can like hold the button and it'll do repeated light attacks? This is definitely, you've got to punch the mouse button over and over and over and over and over and over again to attack, or the controller button. Alright. Captain, I thought you died in the first broadside. Skip the details, Doc. How bad is it? Blackbeard's pirates are boarding us. They're everywhere. Half the crew is dead, but some are still fighting. Go help the others. Perhaps you may yet turn the tide. Alright, so there is some controller, but it's really wonky, so for sure. I'm going to try to use the controller if I can. No voice acting. I'm genuinely... and that's intriguing. Oh, you have to pull your weapon. What is the... Coffee, all-purpose human fuel. Helps you last a few hours past sundown and keeps you from putting a bullet in your head come morning. Increases maximum health, lasts 30 minutes. Well, let's go ahead and drink that. We now have some HP buff. What's up, Babylonia? Type... Oh, that's a pirate scum. Is there a target lock? There is target lock, but not with the controller. You have to use the keyboard. Well, that was unfortunate. I spent half my time like trying to figure out how to do a target lock with the controller, and it wasn't working, and I took like half my hit points. Well, we're not going that way. Yeah, now you tell me how to block. Jesus. Head to the upper deck. No loot yet. Performance seems good so far, which is nice. Ooh, I like the animation style here. I found the artifact. It really wasn't... Man, they need voice acting. Anchor down my throat. Something's definitely not right with this thing. Get the captain. He'll handle it. I like... That's like a comic book style art panel. Off my ship, you dogs. So I'm assuming this is me kicking ass and taking names. I picked up something, and then somebody shoots me. Or is that me coming out and no. Spry, aren't ya? Consider yourself deposed, Cap. Those sequences are going really fast, by the way. That's a way too fast. Way too fast. Can we close it now? I'm thinking we can. So, like the art style of that cutscene, but like no voiceovers is a real big bummer for me. And also, it was just going too fast. I couldn't really soak in what was happening. It's just like action, 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 panel, 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 text, 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 text. Done. There's something about an artifact. You wake up on a deserted island. Deserted island. Jesus, I can't talk. The waves must have washed you ashore. You remember the shot searing your chest. The bullet passed clean through, but there's no trace. The wound is healed as if it never existed. Yet your body, from your heart to your fingertips, is laced with patterns that shimmer with a cold light. Touching them hurts. You need to figure out where you are and why you're still alive. Okay. So now we're going to get into your traditional crafting survival. Okay, we have a good POV here. Like I said, performance is good. Visually, it looks good. I like the art style so far. Stone axe are better required. So this is going to be where we have to do our traditional pick everything up because it's a crafting survival game. Pick up all the sticks, pick up all the rocks. And one of the things I was really impressed with when I saw this game demoed last year when it was called Crosswinds was the amount of customization they were showing off with the building structures. People were building some really cool pirate structures and stuff, and you do get a ship, and there's quests and everything else. So I'm expecting, from what I've read and what I remember seeing, I'm expecting a combination of like Enshrouded mixed with, you know, a pirate theme with like RPG quest lines and stuff. The music's cool so far. Okay. Let's make sure we're not missing anything here. Bubble Annie says, I'm heading to the tropics next month. Bubbles needs some surf. Dude, I would love a little bit of a vacation myself. Ooh, I can get eggs. Dodo eggs. Oh, I have a pistol all of a sudden. I have no clue how to aim on the controller. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to use the mouse and keyboard, it looks like. No bullets or gunpowder. Oh, it has an auto loot function when you take down a mob. That's nice. Okay. After the pirate attack, the sea washed me ashore on a deserted island. If I want to stay alive, I'll have to set up camp. I need to light a bonfire. I need to pick a good spot with enough space around it for building structures. Is there a stamina meter? Ooh, can I change that? Ooh, that is a big yuck for me. Where is sprint? No, it needs to be toggle. Oh, that's annoying as fuck. So I cannot stand when games make you hold down a button to sprint. I much prefer when it's just a toggle. So because this is with the controller right now anyway, if I hold down the left thumbstick, if I press the left thumbstick, it doesn't toggle. It just does that. You have to hold it down while you run. Ugh. Not a fan. This is a crafting survival game. Yep. It's like a crafting survival RPG. Like I said, from what I've seen so far, it's enshrouded with a pirate theme. Or Valheim. Enshrouded, Valheim, etc. with a pirate theme. We've been playing Voyages of Nera. You know, that's another one. So, you've seen one, you've seen them all. Alright, I'm going to move inland and try to find that question mark that it's pointing me to. There's clay, but I need a pickaxe. Yep, there's definitely a camp icon that suddenly popped. Ooh, coconut. Oh, look, it's a coconut. Wait, did I get that from, like, banging into the tree? Oh, I got plant fibers. I need more plant fibers for sure. I bet I'm going to need those for bandages. I have hunger on my bottom right. I probably need to go make a camp. This looks like something. Uh-oh. There's something down there, like a shiny, and something called a drowned, which I think just saw me. Okay. Now, I have something on my map, but I don't know what to do with it. Unique chests. Oh, so it wasn't actually... I thought that was like the camp icon telling me to go over there and like make a structure there. Well, let's do something right here because I know there's some clay right here. I have no idea if your weapons break. No clue. Just started playing this, so I have no idea. I don't know if there's durability or any of that stuff. Alright, new discoveries available. G, you can now craft the following things. Spicy breaded kebab, bacon and eggs, crab trophy. Key discoveries. Coastal jungle, fast travel bill, copper ore. Okay, these are things that I've discovered. And these are my quests. Okay, you can build a bonfire by switching to construction mode, which is B. Make a bonfire. Whoa. Okay. Build a cooking fire. And a workbench. Why does that have to be separate from the bonfire? That seems a little weird. But okay. Workers, camp info. More crafting stations and upgrades can only be built within the area around the bonfire. You don't need to place upgrades right next to your crafting stations. As long as they're within the same camp radius, they'll work. While inside the camp area, the character gains the rested effect, which increases stamina recovery rate. This is determined by the number of unique decorations, which increase your comfort level. When crafting items or building, resources are taken from your inventory and from all in containers within the camp area. Thank you for at least having that, because even fucking PAX Day didn't give us the ability to pull from storage chests, which is why that game sucked so much ass. Alright, boiled crab, I can make 4 of those. Dodo broth, I can make 2. Take all, go into my inventory, and okay. Alright, now we need to make a workbench. Does it looks like it clears the yeah, it does. Okay. Do I play a lot of different games in the same day? Yep. I am a variety streamer and variety content creator. This is the day job. We do play a lot of games. We've been playing recently Norse Oath of Blood on a key from Tripwire, as well as Styx Blades of Greed on a key from Nakon. So shout out to both of those companies for reaching out to have me play their games. We've also been playing Dune Awakening in partnership with Funcom. Thanks to those folks for having me work with them. We've also been playing a little bit of Fallout 4, a little bit of Starfield, a little bit of Skyrim, a little bit of Destiny 2. Right now we're trying out the demo for this. We also tried the demo for Replaced last week. We're going to be playing Towerborn on the 26th. We might sneak into the Avowed relaunch. Or not relaunch, but we might sneak onto the PS5 and play some Avowed. I don't know. We'll wait and see. Gray has been streaming Avowed for the very first time. If you haven't caught his streams, he's in our YouTube chat right now. Make sure to click on his name. We've been sharing his stuff out on our Discord and socials as well, because he's playing Avowed for the first time. So if you want to see Avowed, check him out. And of course, Bubbleonia is here. Bubbleonia plays lots of Starfield, Skyrim, Fallout, modded stuff. You can check out his streams at night as well. We have a really cool community. If you're watching right now for the first time, we are always live on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. Always in 4 places. We start every day at 5 a.m. Central. And we do 2 streams a day generally. We do 1 stream in the morning for about 4 hours and 1 stream in the afternoon at about 3 p.m. Everything in between the streams happens on YouTube. Today's a little bit different because I had to go get some blood work done today. So I only did a 2-hour stream in the morning. Then I had to go to the doctor. Now I'm back doing another short stream before I go take a nap. And then we'll be back this afternoon with probably some Norse Oath of Blood. So yes, I do play several games a day. It is the day job. Welcome aboard. Don't forget the Discord, the Patreon, all the socials, the Homestead channel, especialmente por ustedes que hablan español. Nuestro homestead is in Mexico, con mi esposa. Yo tengo residencia permanente en México. Mi esposa es mexicana. Estamos aquí cuidando a nuestra sobrinieta. Tenemos muchos animales, patos, pollos, gatos. Buenos días y bienvenidos. Okay, we need to set up a revival point at the tent. So first I have to build a tent. I've already done all that stuff before, Frankensauce, so if you want to know more information on that, there is a video on my YouTube channel called Why I Spend Most of My Time in Mexico, Why I Live in Mexico, Why I Have a Homestead in Mexico. And then the other channel, which is the Homestead channel, which you can find links to all over the place, that has, Chris and I have been putting stuff on that channel since like 2009 or 10. So there's a whole bunch of stuff on that channel from over the years, back when we used to be travel bloggers, and then transitioning into game development, and then transitioning into this and doing the homestead. There's a whole bunch of stuff over on that channel, which is documented. Our entire relationship for the past 15 years is over on that YouTube channel. So yeah. She has been a part of my life for a long time now. Workbench. We need to build a tent. I would like to build this. Does it destroy the trees when we place this? It also doesn't show me the radius. Okay, it does not destroy trees. All right. Well, for now, I don't think the beach is. I don't think the tide is gonna come up and eat me. Set revival point. I have now completed it. The Islander quest. You've been watching a lot of the How to Become a Content Creator series. Nice! We are up to 20 episodes, official episodes, and then there's like half a dozen unofficial episodes in that playlist. When's the next Skyrim video? I play Skyrim on Sunday mornings after Destiny 2. So every Sunday we start the day with Destiny 2 at 5 a.m., play Destiny 2 for a couple hours, then we switch over and play Skyrim. I don't like Fortnite. It's not for me. Okay, so there is very limited controller. At the least for combat, I think I can use the controller, but for all the other stuff, I'm going to have to use mouse and keyboard because they don't have any controller support in the game at the moment. But for general running around, yeah. However, I got to go find a boar somewhere. Oh, you know what? Before I go anywhere, this is not my first rodeo. I need bandages, and I need a workbench. Which we've already built. I need to build some storage chests. Backpack. I need coarse fabric and rope. Let's make 2 of those. Let's make 1 rope. Let's make a torn sailcloth bag. Take it. I need a stone axe. I need a stone pickaxe. Take all. Oh, I can make some bullets. Now, I'm assuming those are all in my inventory now. Do I have to load the bullets into the gun? I don't know. No bullets or gunpowder. Okay, I do have bullets, but I don't have any gunpowder, so apparently the bullets I just made don't do me any good. What about storage chests, please? Yes, here we go. Nope, nope, nope. Here we go, storage baskets. Let's place a few of these. Oh, I need more wood. Well, for the moment, open. How do I... Shift click? Jesus, okay. I need gunpowder to make that work. Okay. So I have got to go find... yeah, it's like a open world pirate survival RPG. Yes. Yep. Yep, definitely gonna play the new Fable. Yep, yep, yep. Game name is the name of the stream. You should click and check it out. Oh, can I sleep or do I have to have a bed first? I gotta make a bed, I'm assuming. B. Dun, 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 dun. I need wood. Good thing is, I have a... Jesus, this does not work worth a shit. God damn, I really wish you could just hold down the button and it would keep chopping. That is really annoying to have to keep chopping. Keep pressing over and over and over. That's super annoying. They definitely need to fix that. Roof require... Oh, you can't even use a bed unless there's a roof. That's annoying. Alright. Can I break it down or can I move it? What can I do with the bed? Demolition mode. So it gives you the resources back. Okay. So I have to build a house first. I can't sleep in the tent, apparently. I haven't noticed any, like, No, I've been holding left click and it's not doing anything. It's one time. That's all you get. And I haven't seen anything in the options that would allow me to... Yeah, I don't see anything that allows me to change that. Well, I guess I need to go just find a boar. I haven't seen one yet. Who? What the fuck is this? Giant. Oh no. Oh, Jesus. What happens when you die? So I definitely can't take on more than one thing at a time, because holy shit, they wrecked me. Do you lose anything when you die? Can I convince him to come after me? God, and I can't seem to cycle through targets once you're locked. It's a one-time thing. Oh shit, there's like a... Okay. Stamina is definitely a big deal. Chug that food, buddy. Is that a... There's a boar. Ow! Alright, it wants me to make some boots. I'm actually very glad there's no wear and tear on things at the moment. It's exactly right, Cody. We are playing the latest mod for Baldur's Gate 3. Absolutely. Alright, back to mouse and keyboard. Craft new boots. What does the journal say I need to do? Urgently need new boots. Do I make those over here? I don't see that I do. G. I can now craft falling... Oh, I forgot. I made a backpack earlier and I don't know where it went. Did it automatically equip it? It did. Full of holes, but quite spacious. Okay, cool. Oh, there's curios. I have the broken heirloom medallion, which we saw. Oh! There's stat points. And oh, there's a talent tree. Oh, so this is definitely more and more. The more I'm playing, this is definitely more like Enshrouded than anything else. Yeah, this is Enshrouded with a pirate theme. Okay. But obviously it still needs some work. Like, they gotta get controller support in, like, ASAP. Because I ain't playing a fucking hack and slash game with mouse and keyboard. See, if this was like properly done, I would like want to use like a ranged weapon, but not with the way that this is set up right now. Like, there's no controller support, and the way they've got this is like way wonky with the like, yeah, no. I don't know where I would want to put points. Sabers and great swords. I'll definitely be sticking to swords. Let's put a point. It says I have a point to spend, but I can't spend it. Huh. Alright, well I guess we'll worry about that later. I need to craft new boots. What's up, tomfoolery? Armor and clothes. I need wood and fabric. So I need to, yeah, we need to get out of that menu, and we need to essentially pull out my sword and start hacking down bushes to get more fibers. Really what we need are trees. So that is number 4. And then oh, what I wouldn't give for the ability to just hold down the button and have it continue to swing, because this having to push the button over and over and over again is for the birds. That is so not 2026. God, thankfully it auto picks up all of the stuff you leave on the ground. Because having to pick it all up manually would be the final straw, and I would be like, nope, not playing this demo. Okay, I needed to make coarse fabric times 10. Man, there's some wonkiness in the controls. Like, you need to be able to back out of things. Yeah, right, it auto picks up, but it doesn't have an auto chop swing when you hold the button down. There's some wonkiness here. It is a demo. I would say, based on what I've seen right now, they have a solid entry for an early access product, but nothing close to be able to launch. This is not a launch-worthy product right now. I'll do a review when I'm done playing, guys, for sure. I can't use that without a roof either. And they don't give you the instructions like that you need that. Like, I think it's got PC only with console rumored. I don't know. I don't know enough about this. I really don't know enough about this to be able to answer that with any certainty. So they're forcing me to build a structure before I can do anything, but they haven't, the tutorial hasn't told me that I need to build a structure. It just says craft new boots. But when I go to craft new boots at the crafting station, it tells me that I need a roof. So obviously I need to build a structure first, but the tutorial doesn't tell me that. So the tutorial needs work. The controller support needs work. The menu and UI needs work. It's an interesting concept so far. I'll review it later today after we're done, but it's definitely, this feels like an early access thing. I hope they're not trying to launch this off of this demo. There's no way that this is ready for a 2026 launch. 2026 early access? Absolutely. Not a 2026 launch. There ain't no way that this is something that's ready for launch. So I need to make... Steam page says, NPK says on the Steam page it says early access is coming soon. Okay, I'll need to research that kind of stuff before I make full comments because I just don't know enough about this yet. ahead and Z, move up and down. Does it have snapping? About to find out. It does. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on, how many is that? 1. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now I gotta go get more stones. Okay. So I need to go mine a shitload of rock. Oh, hang on. Someone says there's a pre-built structure? Really? They don't tell you any of that in the tutorial, guys. So that's a fail on their part if there's a pre-built structure. What would it be under? Pre-built structures. A hut. Well, Jesus, the tutorial should have fucking told me that. Like, seriously, the tutorial should have said there's a pre-built structure you can use. They need a shitload of work on the tutorial. I like what I see. I'm being critical of things because that's what my job is. So I need a bunch of plant fibers. That's fine. Let's go clear the jungle. Thanks to chat for the tip on the pre-built structures. Otherwise, I would have spent the next 2 hours like building something from scratch like I do in all the other games I play. Which I'm totally fine with. But if there's a pre-built structure, that shit needs to be in the tutorial. Like, hey, we're going to help you get up and going as quickly as possible. Here's this pre-built structure. You can use this to get going, but afterwards you can build your own structure from scratch. Here's all these building materials. I do not love that fact, silly rabbit, because here's the thing. If I am a new player who has never played a game like this before, there needs to be a robust tutorial system to ease me into the game and teach me how to play. No one, and I mean no one, who is a first-time gamer has the time to learn things the hard way. That shit is for the birds. That's for people who have an infinite amount of free time, an infinite amount of retirement. People who have busy jobs and busy lives and busy schedules do not have time to have to figure things out. This is why PAX Day has been failing as well, because it does not have any sort of robust systems as well. They just throw you in the deep end and are like, good luck. And that's why PAX Day does not have a robust community, because no one's playing it, because no one has the time for that shit. So while I can appreciate some of you might like to be able to, to have to figure it out, the average gamer does not. And if a game like this wants to have any success with the mass market, they have to make it as easy as possible to get into for new players. Because if someone like my wife comes along and tries to play it and she can't figure out how to do things, she's going to stop playing immediately. And that means you're only going to have 1,500 hardcore neckbeards playing your game. Because that's all there is in terms of the community amount of people who want to play those types of hardcore old school games. Guys, I got blood drawn today. My dyslexia is like... So the number one tip I would give the team right now, and I'll mention this in my review, is going to be you got to get your tutorial working before you go into early access. I would take a look at what Voyages of Nira did. Voyages of Nira, when they launched into early access late last year, had a very simple but robust tutorial to get them going. They also only had limited controller support in their launch, and then as soon as their first patch came along, they added full controller support. So this being a demo means that they have the chance to go away from this, get controller support working, get a robust tutorial system in place, and then launch the early access. All right, pre-built structure. Holy shit, that's big. Oh, I still need a little more fiber. Okay. I need 240. There's some more stone. I bet I'm going to need a ton more of that too. I needed 240. I'm going to grab more than I think I need. Definitely get some more stone because I chopped all the first stuff. Alright, that ought to be enough to get me going. This is the pre-built structure. Alright, let's move over to mouse and keyboard. And let's have this facing the ocean, please. Bring it up a little bit since it's on stilts. Although the stairs only go down to a certain bit. Hang on. Z plus, there we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. Alright, now I can place a bed. Nope, nope, nope. And we also needed a armor and clothing station, which we're going to put over here. Okay, like so. All right, let me catch up on chat here. I mean, I liked EverQuest at the time, Gray, but I don't have the patience for that shit anymore. I will immediately tune out if a game doesn't have a tutorial system for their launch product, which is what PAX Day did. When I played PAX Day and it didn't have like a robust tutorial, I immediately tuned out. I was like, nope, I don't have time for that shit. It depends on the game, Frankensauce, but almost every company out there cares more about long-form user retention than game sales. That's definitely a you thing, heuristic method. Trust me, from a game development standpoint, from a game developer standpoint, tutorials are mandatory in 2026. Yeah, the no auto chop is stupid for sure. If you hit Q, you can change the rotate options. Hang on. With like... Oh, interesting. That's also not shown in the tutorial. Well, I guess it says building options at the bottom. Oh, there's also a different camera angle. Oh. Interesting. Snapping on or off. Every publisher can see all the data. Every publisher out there can see all the data. Yep. Now, how come I don't appear to be able to sleep in the bed? So there's no way to like pass the time. Apparently beds are only for your revival points. Like they're not actually to like sleep in. Cuz like a lot of games like Enshrouded or Voyages of Nera, when you go to the bed, you have an option to like sleep and pass the nighttime so that if you don't want to do things at night, you don't have to. This is definitely like, nope, this is more like Conan and Dune Awakening in that you're just setting a revival point as opposed to a place where you can sleep. Craft new boots. I need to make rough hide and coarse fabric, which I can't make here. So is there an option to move things, by the way? Building options, rotation angle, no. I don't want a demo. I want to move an existing structure. I don't see the ability to move an existing structure. I only see a demolition mode, which gives you your resources back, but that's it. Raven Jim says it's only destroy. Copy that. That's what I thought. Alright, now we need to put that workbench in here. Because I do not want to have to go outside to do crafting. So I needed two rough hides and 2 coarse fabrics. I'm gonna have to go kill some more boars, I think, because I don't have enough rough hides. Oops, did I forget to take? Take all. Tom Fillier says, whoever said there doesn't need to be a tutorial option or implied it in chat has literally never played a game because tutorials are standard in every game since hardware allowed it. Exactly. Robin says, I really love this game. Raban, sorry, says, I really like this game. It's going to be a banger. I am enjoying what I see so far. It needs some polish before it starts early access, but it has a very solid base. I like pirate stuff, and I like crafting survival games. And I really love things that have robust building structures, and there's some really cool building options in here and I've seen videos of the things that people have built with like the more robust options, because I just have the basic stuff, and there's already some really cool stuff in here in terms of what we can build. So especially the fact that this is going to be co-op, and you'll be able to have your own server, just like you can do in Enshrouded and Valheim and Dune Awakening and stuff. This is going to be something where if you have a community of friends who really like pirate games, I don't know enough about the story yet to know how the art, because there's also all of this RPG stuff, like the progression and talents. I don't know enough about that yet, but the fact that it has an RPG element to it, and there's an RPG quest line that we're eventually going to get to. Because right now, the quests are just related to, surviving. But you also get a ship, apparently, at some point during this tutorial, or during this demo, so. By the way, guys, definitely expect me to play this quite a bit over the next. I read online on their Steam page, they said it's 4 to 6 hours. We're not going to get all of that done in one stream because I do need to take a break here in a bit. But do expect to see me play this and do the whole thing. So this afternoon we'll probably come back. I I need to play some more. Yeah, we might play some more of this afternoon. We'll see. Because I've also got Norse Oath of Blood and Styx Blades of Greed, but I would like to get to experience the full demo before I do a review about it. So stay tuned for more of this for sure. I need more boars, and I left a corpse over here. So how do I loot that? Oh, also very cool. The creature did not regen. Well, I don't play 10 games per week. I play 3, like 3 to 5 a month. So it's usually not too bad. I play 2 to 3 new games a month. And in between that, I cycle through older games, which I already know how to play. And a lot of those things, like when I'm playing Skyrim or Fallout or, Enshrouded or Dune Awakening, those are games that I have hundreds of hours in, so the control schemes are muscle memory. So it's not hard for me to, keep those. But as far as new games go, I only play, like, generally speaking, 2 to 3 new games a month. Depends, though. Like, when we're doing demos and stuff, we might play more than that. But I don't have a problem with it. It's muscles, man. Like, your brain is a tool, and if you use that tool and keep it sharp, you will have lots of... Is there no dodge? There's definitely a... You run out of stamina, you're kind of screwed. I'm gonna die. Fuck. Boars are deadly. The nice thing is that mobs don't regenerate hit points. There is a dodge. Fuck, what is it on the controller? I don't know what it is on the controller. What is it on the keyboard? Control. Fuck. I do not want to have to play mouse and keyboard. Eh. Okay. Yeah, the big limitation for me, no, it's not B on my controller. It's definitely not B. B doesn't do anything for me. A jumps, X does nothing, Y does nothing, LB does nothing. I can block, I can attack, that's it. I would probably need to manually remap a bunch of stuff to get the controller to work right now, because they don't have native controller support. This is the normal, this is easy difficulty, correct. They still hit like freight trains, like that, it still killed me. Yeah, it's definitely not doing anything for the dodge. One thing I could try to do it is run it in what's it called? Big screen mode or whatever. Studio. I forget the name of it when you force it to use the controller. Okay, we have completed that. Did auto equip them? It did not. Those have 100 defense. Those had 90. Mine copper ore in the nearest cave. Hold a direction and press B? Nope. Nothing. Nope. I got nothing. New quests available in the journal. Yeah, I can't just ignore the controller because I have major problems with my tendinitis, so I have to. Yeah, it's probably a Steam input conflict. If you guys give me a second, I do want to try something really quick. Let me. Is there a way? Does it save? Yeah, pushing the right stick doesn't. No, pushing the right stick actually doesn't attack. We're gonna try something real quick, everybody. I did too, and it didn't work for me, Mershot. So maybe I need to restart the game, which is what I'm gonna do right now. Because I loaded the game, and when I turned off Steam controller support, it wasn't working. So I'm gonna quit the game entirely. Turn off the Steam controller support. Disable. Now I'm going to go back and we're going to try to play it again with that off by default, right? Let's see what it's like now, because maybe there was a confliction that I didn't know about. Maybe all of my complaints about the controller are not relevant if I would have just restarted the game. I also could try it in the, what is the windowed mode that Steam has that you can use? Something Studio, Big Picture mode or something. Oh, that worked, guys, because now I have UI. Now I have UI elements. I think that was just a bug, guys. I think that was literally just the game didn't recognize, because now I've got like actual. I actually have UI elements. Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, it's still a little wonky. I'm seeing some like flashing on the. Yeah, big picture mode. We might try big picture mode here in a minute too. Okay, my enjoyment factor just went up by 10, knowing that. Yeah, so you need to exit the game entirely, NPK. Like, completely exit the game. Go to the top right on the game page where it shows the controller icon. Click that, disable Steam input, and then reload the game. And suddenly I have UI elements. Fuck yeah! Alright, guys, I take it all back. All my complaints over the last hour and a half of me bitching about how things weren't working with the controller. Oh! Okay, now I gotta relearn how everything works. Oh, there's a heavy attack and a light attack. Oh, fuck yeah. See, now I probably need to go back and replay the whole goddamn demo to get the tutorials. Okay, so LB is block, LT is aim, right? RB is light swing, RT is heavy swing. Fuck yeah. What is Y? And there's a radial menu. Jesus Christ, guys. Oh, I take it all back. I take it all back. Oh, and it's got the toggle run. I take everything I said back, guys. Alright. Never mind. We're good. My rating just went from like a 6 to an 8. Like, okay, that's huge. That is huge. Okay, now how do I... But here's the next question. How do I cycle through... I guess it's only with the radial is the only way to go through the things in your hotbar. Okay. And then B does the dodge now. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, up is the build menu. Yeah, and then open catalog. Fuck yeah. Okay, so it does have controller support. A little wonky. Yeah, so there's no controller UI on this screen. This is a little wonky. And I don't know how to actually... This doesn't appear to let me cycle through any of the options with the controller. This is definitely... Like, now it's showing me. There it goes. No, and yeah, Q and E. Gotcha. Yeah, it's definitely got some wonkiness. But hey, like I spent my first hour and 20 minutes bitching about how there was no controller support, and it was there the whole time. It was just bugged out because it was because I loaded the game first while the Steam input was enabled. And so even when I turned it off while I was in the game, it wasn't recognizing that it was turned off. I had to exit the game, then turn it off and come back in. So yeah, that's an easy fix. I've done that in plenty of games. So matter of fact, I should have thought of that in the first place. Okay. I still haven't found hair kit. I haven't found anything that's like. I haven't found like bandages. So I don't know if there's a way to like. Probably because there's no stealth in this game is why they don't have a crouch button. If there's no stealth mechanic, you don't need a crouch button. Excuse me. I probably need to do some more cooking here real quick. Bath the chicken. Bacon and eggs. Craft. Dodo broth. Craft. Take all. Oh, so I'm just noticing on the bottom left, it looks like there's 2 different food icons. You can run 2 foods at the same time. And then like a potion as well. So that's a little bit like Voyages of Nera, how you can have, yeah, and Enstrata does it that way too. Someone said 3rd down in the workbench. Oh, I never even fucking saw it. I'm an idiot. Thank you. Thank you. I totally did not see that. How do I? Yeah, pushing in the right stick does nothing. So the deposit similar is missing on the controller. So on here, you can just hit Q and it deposits similar, but it's missing on the controller. That's interesting. What's taters, precious? All right. Let me duck out for a couple of minutes, guys. I'm hearing cats crying, and I think Chris may have stepped out with my grandniece to run some errands, and I need to make sure that the door is open for the cats to take a bio. And I myself am gonna go get a glass of water and etc. So let's take 5. I'll be right back. I want to say shout out to everybody who gave me the tip to relog the game and get the controller working, because now the controller is working perfectly. So thank you for that. We'll be back in a few minutes. All right, let me get caught up on chat before we dive back in. I definitely heard about this from last year, Graveforge. Yeah, I heard about it when it was called Crosswinds, and I remember watching them rebrand and just waiting for them to drop the demo. Tomfoolery says, I saw this one on the Steam charts, on the SteamDB charts. The demo has about 8,500 players and basically jumped on the charts to trending because of the demo. Yeah. Demo dropped Tuesday. Yeah, it's a Steam Next Fest demo, I believe. Yeah, don't waste your time, John Coons. Those guys are, yeah, yeah, you can't watch those guys. Those content creators, those are grifters, man. I will fight back against that bullshit often and vocally. All right, let's get back into this. Mine copper ore in the nearest cave. So I gotta go find a cave. Oh yeah, target locking works now too. Hell to the yeah. Haven't found a cave yet. I need a torch as well. Yeah, I mean, I get sick of crafting survival games sometimes, Gray, but I do enjoy them from time to time. Like, it was kind of nice not having access to, like, Dune Awakening for a few days, because it just got me away from it, and I didn't have to play it for a few days. Because if I'm playing multiple crafting survival games on top of each other, I do get, I don't want to say bored, but it's like, oh, homemade gunpowder, rum bottle, pier decorations. There's not a loot all button at the moment. Oh, Jesus, that got all wonky. Fuck, I'm just gonna use the keyboard for that. That is a little wonky. Fast travel bill, oil lamp. Oh, is that lamp? Does that give me... I already have this note. Letter to a good friend. Anyway, where does this lantern go? Crafted at a workbench. Huh. I can't see shit in here. How do I get out of here? I need a light source, man. Aha! What do I need? Animal fat. If I get 3 animal fat, I can refill the lamp. So I need to kill more animals. I don't know what kind of animals gave me the fat. I think I got one off of a boar. think I gotta go find another pig. Oh, we got a ruin. And a different type of dodo. Bird meat. Oh, that was like a triple attack. Ow. How do I... Ah, fuck, where are my bandages? Alright, that's gonna get a little chaotic. That's not working. That needs some refinement right there. Because it's very finicky. It like... So, you know, we talked about this in Dune Awakening. When Dune dropped, it didn't have... So right now, the way it is with the radial is if you hold the Y button, the radial stays. If you let off, it goes away. Same thing here. If you move the button down, as soon as you let off the button, it unselects. It is a much superior way when it remembers so that you can move it down and unselect, because, or move it down and let your finger off and it stays selected, because the problem is that if what you have to do here is there's 3 button presses that you have to do. You have to hold the Y, hold the down left, and then release. That's 3 different steps that you have to take when it should just be 1 step. So hold the Y, move it down, have it remain there. That's a finicky thing. Oh, we are at full health, that's why. Okay. There's something over here. I need more animal fat. Oh, I got a healing potion. That'll be useful. Apparently there's another treasure in here somewhere. Oh shit, I'm out of stamina! Those guys are kind of tough, man. He may have seen me. Stone axe. It's still single click though to get through those, which is really annoying. Oh, we can go into the cellar? Do we want to go into the cellar? I don't have a light source. Those are level 3. I'm leaving here immediately. No thanks! I don't have the gear to handle those guys. I need more animal fat. That's the mission I was on, man. Yeah, oh yeah, we're leaving there, Mershot. We'll come back to that later. I need, like, copper, but I haven't found a cave yet. Sulfur? Iron and iron pickaxe are better. What is that? There's a... Okay, I definitely need these pigs. Oh no, that's not good. Oh, I'm on the wrong fucking thing. Wrong. Shit, I am screwed. Run, run. Oh, dodge, dodge, run. Ah! I can't get to my healing potions, can I? Healing potion is going to be down and do they keep chasing? God, the fucking... This does not work right. Oh, and I'm not locked now. God damn it! Get locked on? Oh, god damn it. That needs work. That whole radial thing needs work for sure. Cause it's janky as fuck right now. Holy moly. The easiest solution is just to reach down on the keyboard and just hit the number 8 for your bandages, or hit number 7 for your health potions. Because try to do it with the radial menu, that radial menu needs a lot of work. Alright. It'd be great if I could go find that other pig. He was somewhere in here. I needed animal fat for the torches, but... There he is. So that's like a... Oh, he dropped special stuff. So as of right now, it's way easier for me to just reach down on the keyboard and hit the 8 button for the bandages than it is to try to use the radial menu, because the radial menu is just fucking borked. Is this a cave? It is, but I bet I'm gonna need... Oh, hello. This is copper, right? No. Copper ore. Jesus, I need light. My inventory is already full. With what? Alright, that is a huge annoyance to me to not be able to just hold the button. Ah! Alright, QQ. I've got 20 pieces. That's enough. Let's get the fuck out of here. I mean, the demo's good so far, Korean Gamer. I wouldn't buy this in early access. But I would buy this upon release. The reason I say I'm not interested in buying it based on early release is because I don't have time for early access titles these days. Like, I'm just not going to waste my time on early access stuff. I do like what they have so far. I think that as far as the demo goes, it shows promise. The controller support needs some work. It's a good first step, but it definitely needs some more polish, yeah. But at the very least, it works once you get it figured out. What am I playing? A demo. Oh, suddenly there's a guy at my camp?
I tried to mix medicinal herbs with pineapple juice. I remain at your service.
Suddenly we have voiceovers. That's nice. Well, then so really there's not voiceovers. There is a voice bark. I'm the ship's surgeon. Oh, and we have some branching dialogue, which doesn't really work with the controller. One hell of a surprise. Pirates drag me to their camp. I managed to come into your boat and escape. Let me stay in your camp. Okay. Any ideas on how we get out of here? I saw a few ships run aground. Some of them still look usable. Managing the repairs, the two of us will do as a task. Miracles do happen, of course, but without a cup of coffee, I'm hardly capable of them. The pirates took prisoners, not just me. We need to free them. They can help us repair a ship and get back to civilization. So that gave us a quest that we need a bigger boat. So we got to rescue the crew. So that's going to be our next quest. However, right now my inventory is full. Q. Let's make some more. I guess I probably want those two back. Okay. Talk to him again and ask him to give you something?
I remain at your service.
Do you have anything for me? Oh, he gave me some healing potions. That's a nice tip. Thank you very much. Alright, new plans to learn in the Curios menu, which I forget was... Hang on, how do I find the Curios menu? That's J. Ah, here we go. Plans and recipes. Decoration, pier decorations. I can learn that. You can now call your boat to sail to another island. It says the ship is ready, Captain. What the fuck? How did I suddenly get a little boat? We'll worry about that later. Smelt copper ingots. I'm assuming I'm going to need like a smelter. Yeah, and a charcoal kiln. Works only outdoors. The NPC gave me that option. Copy that. Oh my god, that's huge. Oh, I need clay, but there's some right around the corner I know I saw earlier. So we placed our camp here specifically for that reason. Where did I see it earlier? I could have sworn I placed my thing here because there was clay right around here, and now I don't see it anywhere. Where did it go? I know there was clay around here. Ah, here it is. Oh, so I'm progressing towards my first point. I see. And then I'll be able to do stuff there. There's also some wonkiness to the general, like, when you're harvesting, he, like, can be facing in a completely opposite direction, which is really weird. By the way, I love, well, it's all good. I'll save that. I had a thought, but I'm gonna save it for later. All right, that should be all of that. There doesn't appear to be a weight limit. If there is, I'm not aware of it. I don't see a weight, which honestly is very refreshing. Oh! You're not gonna chase me? Nice. It totally is a dodo, yep. Alright, now I need to place... By the way, did I ever get enough animal fat to... Nope. Alright. Okay. Oh! You son of a bia. I am not in a shelter, but apparently it was grumpy about the placement on that. Oh, come on now. Did it not refund? It didn't refund me 100% of the things? That's kind of lame. It didn't appear to have refunded me 100% of my costs. I need charcoal. Ah, this cannot be placed in a shelter. I'm not in a shelter, though. Okay, if it's overlapping, that needs to be polished and fixed, because it's allowing me to overlap something that shouldn't be overlapping. And that's not my fault. Like, the game shouldn't be allowing me to place something that can overlap. Okay, so suddenly we're getting into timed things. So there is a time requirement here to create the charcoal. Okay. What do I do with that fast travel bell? Crafted at a workbench. I must not have that recipe yet. Sure shit don't see it. Alright, I would need... So I made the boots. Let's make the jacket. Oh, that looks significantly cooler. Oh, I think that was the clay and stone that it destroyed earlier. Next question, for those of you who've been playing the demo longer than I have. Does this timer keep going while you're offline? Or does this pause once you go offline? So, some games, like if you have something refining that's on a timer and it's counting down, it'll keep going even while you're offline, aka Dune Awakening. Other games, when you go offline, it pauses the world state, and when you come back, it keeps refining. Anybody know? Mur says I haven't tested that. Frankenstein's no global play timer that counts while you're away. ¿Qué pasa, mamá? ¿Hay cochinita para comer? La comida. Un taquito. Ok, voy en un momento. Voy. Gracias por el aviso. Well, that's the perfect moment for me to test that theory, guys, because my lunch just got announced by my grandniece. So I'm going to go get some food, and we're going to wrap up the stream here, and I'll see if that continues to count down while I go eat my lunch. I will be back later on this afternoon for another stream. We're either going to come back and play some more of this, or we're going to go back and play some more Norse Oath of Blood. One or the other. I don't know yet. We'll see how I feel in a couple of hours. I'm kind of enjoying playing with a controller. We've done like 3 days of mouse and keyboard, and I'm like, it's nice to give my hands a rest and play controller. So we'll probably come back and play some more of this. But we'll know here in a few hours. So I'll see everybody later. If you're watching on Kick, Twitch, or TikTok right now, get to the YouTube channel, because everything in between the streams happens over there. So reviews, discussions. We've had a whole bunch of fun stuff with Starfield in the last 24 hours because of Todd's recent interview. Also, a couple of early thoughts, reviews, first impressions on Styx Blades of Greed and Norse Oath of Blood. I will eventually do an early thoughts on this, but I want some more time on this first. I need to see some more of the RPG elements. I want to get to my ship. The crafting survival stuff is pretty standard, but I do want to see how the RPG elements hold out, and then of course all this stuff with like the progression tree and the talents, because that's more RPG related. Definitely want to see some more of this. So stay tuned, everybody. Catch you guys later today.